The greatest personal computer controller is the ideal gaming complement to the traditional combination of mouse and keyboard. Even though the latter is the most accurate setup for shooters, lots of games are developed using controllers as the primary focus of the development process. You can expect that the greatest gaming mouse and the best gaming keyboard will dominate in practically every PC exclusive that has ever been created, but including a fantastic controller in your collection will cover the areas where they fall short. The following 5 game controllers will be discussed in this video. Number 5. The Xbox Elite Wireless Controller Series 2. After using the Microsoft Elite Series 2 controller for longer than 10 minutes, you'll realize why we consider it to be the best of the best and why we placed it in the first place. The Series 2 screams luxury in every aspect of its design. You have an unprecedented degree of control, pardon the pun, over the way you play the game thanks to the nearly limitless customization choices. It is an incredible blessing to be able to adjust any parts of the controller, such as the pads, the shift paddles, and the tension on the joysticks. The major differences between the Series 1 and the Series 2 are the addition of a nifty little carrying case that can also be used as a portable charging station powered by USB Type-C for the controller's new rechargeable battery, which has approximately 40 hours of juice in it. We also really like the Series 1. Last but not least, now that Project xCloud and Apple Arcade have brought several fantastic games to mobile devices, you can effortlessly couple the Series 2 controller with your mobile device using Bluetooth. Since it is heavier than the conventional Xbox One controller by a few ounces, the more substantial controller may initially be a little disorienting for some users. And while it's good to be able to switch out the regular pad for something different, both the cross and faceted Ultimate D-pads require some practice to get used to, especially in fighting games like Dragon Ball FighterZ and Mortal Kombat 11. Most people find it difficult to justify spending $160 on a gamepad, which is roughly 4 times the price of an Xbox One controller. However, if you are a serious gamer who places a high value on performance and extreme degrees of customization, purchasing the Series 2 is a no-brainer and is well worth the money. Number 4. A wireless controller for the Xbox Core. The Xbox One wireless controller was a must-have accessory for PC gamers when it was first released. When Microsoft announced the Xbox Series SX, we were all interested to see how the company planned to improve upon what was already a very good gamepad. This controller keeps many of the features that we cherish in the first iteration of the product. It keeps the overall comfortable design and adds texturized rubber grips that offer a terrific sensation in your hands, maintaining the overall design that is comfy. It is very similar to its predecessor in that it possesses a pad that is considerably superior to its predecessor, and it is one that you won't be afraid to use in fighting games or platformers, because it was modeled after the Xbox One Elite Series controllers. You may have noticed that there is a new button in the center of the controller. This button is a highly requested share button that enables you to record gameplay footage and screenshots without having to spend too much time through the menus. When it comes to playing games on a personal computer, though, that is a somewhat unimportant component. On the other hand, the normal Xbox wireless pad is such a well-made and fairly priced piece of hardware that it's difficult to see how other manufacturers can compete with a great controller that Microsoft has developed. Number 3. SCUF Instinct Pro. SCUF doesn't mess around when it comes to its controllers, and the company's premium pads are among the best available outside of Sony and Microsoft's offerings. If you want to avoid purchasing a PlayStation 4 or an Xbox One, your best bet is to go with the Instinct Pro, which is the most advanced pad controller that Microsoft has to offer. But now that the Elite Series 2 is available worldwide, it is difficult to imagine how any other enthusiast controller can compete in this market. When compared to virtually any other pad on the market, the Instinct Pro offers a greater variety of personalization choices than any other product of its kind. From the very first page of the store, SCUF gives customers access to a vast assortment of varied customization possibilities, both cosmetic and physical. The most obvious customization options are the faceplates and the rings that go around the thumbsticks, but in addition to that, you can choose the length of the thumbsticks themselves as well as the shape of the topper, convex or concave. Number 2. Razer Wolverine Ultimate. The Wolverine Ultimate from Razer has the potential to be the greatest gamepad on the market right now, but it is not possible to connect it wirelessly to a personal computer, which eliminates it from contention. This gamepad in the form of the Xbox comes equipped with many of the same high-end capabilities as the Xbox One Elite wireless controller, such as a pad that can be switched out and rear paddles that can be customized. In addition to this, the price is comparable, which begs the question. Instead of buying one of them, why don't you just buy one of those? The Wolverine Ultimate may not be the right choice for everyone, but it does have several traits that are truly distinctive and appealing in their own right. To begin, the facial buttons, which are the ones labeled A, B, X, and Y, can be clicked just like the buttons on a mouse. The outcome is very different as a result of this seemingly insignificant change. It is analogous to using membrane keyboards throughout one's entire life and then making the switch to utilizing mechanical switches. The tactile button hits are a reasonable trade-in off for the potential inconvenience of adjusting the enclosed 10-foot braided micro USB cord, which may require some modification. Chroma, the unique RGB lighting brand of the three-headed green snake corporation, is an essential component in every Razer product. Therefore, it stands to reason that Razer would never release a product without it. However, rather than incorporating it into the Synapse 3 program that is already available for Windows, Razer designed a standalone app that is tailored only for the Xbox One. Because of this, if you intend to use this controller for your personal computer, PC, keep in mind that you will need a different app to configure it. Number 1. The Sony DualSense Wireless Controller. Because of its innovative haptic motors and adaptive triggers, the PlayStation 5 DualSense has a you-have-to-touch-it-to-believe-it quality. This is made possible by the fact that the triggers may offer resistance under your finger. For instance, it is possible for firing a bow to feel exactly like firing a bow. Additionally, the rumble feedback is unparalleled in quality and depth compared to that of any other controller we have used. The acclaim that is bestowed upon it is, without a doubt, well-deserved. The most advanced aspects of DualSense are currently unusable in PC games because games need to be coded to make use of these functions. This is a drawback of DualSense. However, Steam already provides complete compatibility for the controller, which means that it is reasonably simple to plug in and operate just like any other gamepad. It is not as easy to use as the Xbox Series X controller, and it does not offer the same level of comfort while playing titles that are not available through Steam. On the other hand, if you favor Sony's analog stick layout or are a fan of gyro aiming, this controller is the one you should choose. Despite this, the 5-pound DualSense controller continues to be a marvel of construction, and its responsiveness exceeds even the most optimistic expectations. If you don't like how the regular Xbox layout offsets the thumbsticks, this is as good as it gets for PlayStation gamepads, at least until the arrival of the extremely pricey Edge controller. Do you like it? Kindly give your valuable response in our comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more interesting and informative videos.